How far would you actually travel for a first date? Today we're reacting to a person on YouTube by the name of Jack Selby who is traveling 100 miles for a Tinder date. How far would you actually travel? Let me know in the comments down below. It's Hyphy. I'm bored, so we're reacting. Like, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
I'm walking straight into a Tinder date 150 miles away for the girl of my dreams.
That's a
I somehow have to clean up and have a
Jesus,
date in
not gonna lie,
30
he looks
minutes.
a bit
This is
shit.
not good.
It looks a bit
You're
shit.
probably asking yourself, Jack, why are you doing this, you sad, sad, lonely man? Why would you torture yourself
My
through a
goodness.
miserable journey for a girl you
How
haven't
far is he
met
walking?
yet? Well, my answer to
So
you
he said 100
is,
miles.
I'm desperate.
There we go. Desperate,
With
I
this in
told
mind,
you,
I
Chad.
spent a few
Told
days
you.
swiping around. Eventually, I got lucky and found a match. And after delivering the Razzle
Morgan.
Dazzle Jack Attack special using all my best lines,
What do I say to her, man?
Can
tell
I
her
please
she's pretty?
use you for a video?
Well, she left me on red. But we know the saying, love isn't easy, and I could not think of any better way to show her that I care than to walk 150 miles to her. And me being the absolute idiot that I am, I completely forgot a water, so we swung by a Smith's to pick one up.
No way. That's like the one thing you do need.
And we were off.
The backpack
We're about
shit you
2.5
don't
miles
need.
in, and we are already evolving. So we found this shopping cart. Apple is still pushing the cart. I don't understand it, but it's nice because he's carrying.
I've
my
never
phone.
watched any
I've
of his
become
content
emotionally
before, but this
attached
seems
to
like
this
an
car.
actually
We're about
half-decent
10
video.
miles in.
And you may think this is where we ditch her.
I say we toss her for storage over in the ditch across the street.
So that's exactly what we did. And there it was, our final stretch of the day.
Like,
we lost a friend, but gained perspective. The
a
next
lot
5
of
days
walking.
will not be easy.
I'm starting to get
That's a
very
lot of
tired.
walking.
Definitely
Now
just
from
ready to sleep
Australians,
now and ready
100
for my date
mile,
in 6 days.
if I'm not mistaken.
After another
Siri,
2 miles of
Hey,
walking,
Siri.
we made it to the Nellis Dunes.
Hey Siri, how many kilometers is 100 miles? There's 160 kilometers.
Setting up the
Jesus.
tent was the only thing that we've done so
actually
far that it was
insane.
not as challenging
How
as
did
I
I
thought
not
it would
remember
be.
that?
My foot looks pretty good.
Is that a blister or tape?
Okay, it's tape. Oh, thank God.
It's just safe.
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know either. It was pretty challenging to sleep last night because we are right next to an Air Force base. There were a bunch of dune buggies
Oh, there's the dune buggy.
and cops that kept driving by
Oh my
us.
God.
There was just a lot going on last night.
And then we set off on the next day of walking.
It's extremely dangerous what we're doing. We just have a bunch of trucks going by.
By this time, my feet were already in
Oh my
excruciating
goodness, his
pain,
feet
but I
look
did my best
hideous.
to cope with it and keep a smile on my face because I knew
That
I would have
actually
a
looks
date in
painful.
St. George in a few
St.
days.
George,
We've hunkered
Utah.
ourselves underneath some train tracks to stop for a lunch.
That's
And
crazy.
we're eating some bars, and things are looking pretty good.
This is my water, like it's already half
Dude, I
empty.
think I'm getting sunburned.
Those boys are tender and red.
Hot dogs or legs?
It's kind of short in here.
Don't think you're meant to walk through them.
There is a food truck, so things are looking up. We met 2 very nice older folks. They said, oh, we can eat inside their RV with them.
That's
After
so
eating,
cool.
I also used this opportunity outside of the wind and cold to stretch out my legs to help me not be
What
sore
nice
for the next
people.
day.
So the lovely couple that let us eat our burritos in their trailer offered to let us sleep in there. That sounds so pleasant. Like last night was so hard.
What
so
the
I'll go
fuck?
ahead and hobble back over to
This
their
is so
trailer.
cool.
I can't believe it.
It's a little bit too genuine, you know what I mean? Like, imagine actually just
It was
walking
also
and
at
like,
this point
yeah,
that we realized, as per the title,
Get some
that we
sleep.
only needed to walk 100 miles. And this trip was going to be 150. So we then made plans to hitchhike 50 miles the next day because walking an
my
extra
God.
50 for no reason sounded terrible. With this exciting new idea in mind, we went to bed.
Oh my goodness.
So we went
146.
to bed last night, right around 8 p.m., and we just woke up. It's about 6. If I had it my way, we'd sleep until noon.
Robert, Doris, Dottie, thank you guys so much. This has been amazing.
What a cute puppy.
Now we go our separate ways.
It was a bittersweet moment to watch them leave, and now we had to make it to St. George, not only for my date, but for Robert, Doris, and Dottie too. So we went to hitchhiking. We thought we would just say hello to people as they walked into the store to warm them
Oh
up.
my goodness.
Hey, warming them up.
They came out of the store, we would ask them for a ride.
Social
That was
engineering.
a terrible idea because we were soliciting, loitering, and breaking the law because
Oh
guess
my
what?
goodness.
Hitchhiking is illegal in 5 of the 50 states. And Nevada and Utah are 2 of them. And with our awful luck, we got arrested.
Hey, what's up?
Wait, what?
Yeah, security called and they said we gotta leave, so.
I don't think this is the safest thing to do. For what reason? Just because we're putting
Oh
our
my
livelihood
goodness.
and safety in someone
Wait,
else's control.
why is it
basically,
illegal to
that we
hitchhike?
don't
What
know
the
who they are.
fuck?
That's called riding in an Uber.
Hitchhiking is not successful.
No, not at all. But like, we don't really have any other options at this point, right?
I know, so what do we do? Do we just keep trying?
And that's exactly what we did. And then finally,
So this guy Derek picked us up and he agreed to drive us to Mesquite.
Yeah, we gave him $20 and he
Whoa.
was like, yeah, sure.
20 bucks is enough. So
20
I'm
bucks is 20
beyond
bucks.
stoked right now.
I mean,
How the f you get stranded here? We paid this guy to drive
That
us to
sound
the
effect
ski
was-
where he drops us off here and then we're stuck.
this man was running out of options. The sun was setting, we still had no ride to Mesquite, and we
He's
were nearly
so
50
burnt.
miles behind schedule.
Thank you so much.
So an employee of the AMPM just came out. She's going back home, but she'll ask her ex-boyfriend to come give us a ride to Mesquite. We're counting on it to happen.
what
That'll
the
be really
fuck?
nice.
We waited around for about another hour, and
How does that
surprisingly,
work?
He showed up and he drove us all the way over here for 20 bucks. And look what's in the background.
No way.
Casablanca.
Okay, they
So we
actually
tried
got a
to sleep in these
little bit of
chairs at
luck here.
Casablanca, but it ended up being way too cold and way too uncomfortable, so instead we decided to pitch our tent in a sketchy alley.
We just set up our tent right next to a high voltage power plant or something. I don't know. I did not sleep that well. There's a ton of condensation inside this tent right now.
Yeah, it's wet in here.
I'm very wet right now.
Our sanity
what
continued
she
to
said.
drop at record rates, which is not a good thing considering I have a literal date for tomorrow. After a
Heard
few
that
more
before.
miles of walking, we hit our biggest checkpoint yet.
Did it.
Arizona.
Arizona and hitchhike 50 miles from Las Vegas. If you guys like this type of content, give me a thumbs up.
That would be really, really cool. Not gonna lie, I have
be
to
me
give credit
if
to
my
these guys.
Tinder
These guys
date
are actually going the
shows
extra
up.
mile for their content, and I
And then
cannot
flip it upside down.
fault that.
This
No
will be
pun
me if
intended
she
with the
does it.
mile joke. Like, okay, yeah. Anyway, moving on.
We had already
To
walked
edit.
20 miles and we still
Like,
had
how
4
much
to
content
go.
do you
And then
actually cut
it
out?
hit me. The lowest point of the entire walk.
So we
Holy
just
crap,
finished up one of the
121
stretches,
miles.
and I gotta say,
Whoa.
that was by far the most challenging one that I've had yet. My feet are really starting to hurt from the blisters. I'm becoming pretty tired. But look,
121 miles. That's crazy. I don't know if this guy has like experience
Now we
doing
have to
marathons or
is
anything
hike a
like
few
that,
more
but he
miles
seems
till we
like
hit Joshua Tree.
pretty fit
There
being
we go
able to
to
do
St. George.
121 miles in one go. Like, what on earth?
You gotta look better than this though.
Turns out I was extremely
Yeah, not gonna
malnourished,
lie.
so I
He's
drank
looking
a
a bit
ton
rough.
of water and ate as much food as I could, and I almost immediately felt better.
We made it to Bulldog Pass. Looks like we might have to climb a mountain. If that's the case, that would drastically slow us down.
Holy. Day 5? 5 days
So
doing
cold.
this.
I think there's a tear coming from
That's
this side.
crazy.
I
They
don't know
walked a
if you
half a
can see
marathon.
it.
Half a marathon?
Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Maybe it's just
They walked
more
half.
wetness.
I didn't even know.
Everything is so wet.
That's crazy.
It's sopping.
Today we have 23 miles of hiking, so no stops, and that's to a Walmart.
What
And I
the
will still look like
heck?
this. We're gonna have to figure out what the date is gonna consist of. I don't want to get ice cream. That sounds terrible. I don't want to get a coffee. That sounds terrible. I want to go home.
Today,
Honestly, I don't think I could bring myself to do a date after this. I just want to have a
and
date with my
body was
pillow.
destroyed.
I mean,
we also hardly stopped because
That's
we just
gonna get
wanted
clipped
it to
out of
end
context.
sooner.
Down the road, we
Jesus.
see that. Now, I don't know what that looks like to you guys, but to me, that looks like a city.
couldn't
So
see it.
happy, and I can get all ready and dapper
He is
for
so
my date.
delusional.
Should I even put that back on at this
Oh
point?
my
We were about
goodness.
15 miles into our final day when we were approached by our final savior, Brian.
This man drove up beside us and he said, "Hey, you guys want to ride in the back of the truck?" I'm not gonna say no to that anymore.
Brian drove us a total of 5 miles, which brought us all the way to the parking lot where the Joshua Tree
Pretty
Trail
good.
starts in St. George.
You all set? Yeah. Okay.
So we now only have about 3 miles left. Thank the Lord for those 2 people.
That's pretty good.
And we kept
I think my date's gonna happen at like 5:30.
Well done.
She'll
Good
have
on
to
him.
pick me up.
150
There's no way I'm
miles.
walking anymore.
Holy.
So I just destroyed the Subway sandwich. It's carnage over here, and
It actually looks
I honestly
terrible.
feel feral. I somehow have to clean up and have a date in what 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Has he had a shower?
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
I tried to clean myself up, and I think I looked okay.
All right, she's here.
Hey, he's doing okay.
All right, baby. Y'all know the time.
Currently
Date?
on the date with Morgan. We
Oh,
got
that's Morgan.
called Swig.
How cool.
It's good. Thanks, Morgan, for putting
Swig.
up with me.
Of
It
course,
says-
of course.
Never mind.
Champ.
I'm sorry, your feet are blistering.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see.
Are they on her
There you go,
floor?
guys. Not
She's a
clickbait,
plant
you can
lady.
see I actually did get a Tinder date.
Props to him. He actually got a Tinder date and managed to. I think he might have sealed the deal. She looks really happy. Guys, that's all we have time for today. How far would you actually walk for a Tinder date? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know down below what you guys want to see me react to next. Will it be a beta squad video? Some more Sidemen? Let me know. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.